So here's what I'm stuck with Democrats out of Texas, particularly Jasmine Crockett, because Democratic Party has done fuck nothing to reach across the aisle and try and convince even their existing Democratic base. And surely after this, not only have they alienated that, they have also alienated any chance of ever swaying a Republican. Because all of their actions have said, oh, if I don't get my way, I'm just going to step out. I'm not going to give a shit about any of my constituents. All of these Democrats from Texas are using taxpayer money, flew themselves out of the state first class, and are staying in hotels. You think they're staying at a Motel 6? Of course they're not in Chicago. They're staying at a very expensive hotel with heavy security, naturally. I get that, but what they're spending a night is what some of you spend monthly on your rent. And that's your money now being spent in Chicago. They're having a vacation. They're ordering room service. They're going down to the bar. They're having a grand old time while the rest of you are still paying taxes in Texas. And while they're subverting a process, and their subversion of the process is just saying them throwing a tantrum because they didn't win. And this is ensured that they will have a more difficult time winning in the future, if ever, again. If I was a Democrat in Texas, I would be pissed off. I'm also pissed off at other Democratic leaders who are standing here saying, well, that was the right thing to do. No, it's fucking not. This is the bed that Democrats laid for themselves on a national scale. Because while they're saying, oh, well, we're in the fight for democracy, no, you're not. A lot of us are looking at what you're doing. It's like, gosh, I wish I could just skip out on work and use someone else's money to fly to another state, stay in a nice hotel, run up a tab for room service and drinks. Do most of us have that luxury? Well, for Democrats in Texas, your leadership does. They're doing it right now. And they're sitting there saying, well, we're going to wait until the special election is over. That's okay. The arrest warrants have been signed, and they will wait all day. And if you never come back to Texas, they could care less. And yes, there's talk amongst leadership in Texas right now that is saying that them abandoning their posts could be viewed as resignation. If they do not come back in a finite amount of time, they will be replaced. This is not a win for Democrats. This is a huge loss, and this is going to ensure that you're going to have bigger losses down the road.